Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. Today I'm on the Hacienda Bridge. I am at the Raiders Allegiant Stadium. I haven't done just a regular update in a while. So this is a busy weekend here at the stadium, so I figure I'll stop by and we'll check it out. So I'm also using my camera because all my videos I do like at the games, those are all done on my cell phone. So we got some regular footage here. So there's a lot going on this weekend. There is the tomorrow, which is Saturday. Well, today is Friday, December 16th, 2022. So tomorrow on Saturday, I think it starts at 11:30 a.m. It is going to be the Las Vegas Bowl. So that is going to be Oregon State Beavers face the Florida Gators. So I'm looking on the phone, it says Pac-12 meets the SEC. So that's tomorrow. So that's a morning, 11:30. So it's going to start about, or it'll be done probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then they got to get the field ready for Sunday's game. I'm trying to zoom in here. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. The sun's shining pretty bright here, but you can see the Florida Gators right there. And then the Oregon State Beavers. I'm sure they're getting all the video screens ready for the show. I don't know if this is a televised game. I'm assuming it will be. But that's tomorrow at 11:30. So I want to swing on over. This is lot C in front. So if we swing over to lot B, they have it all set up for a fan experience. So you can see there's that Corona stage. Then they have the sign there that even says Pregame Fan Fest. So I don't know if this is something you got to have a ticket for or not to get in, but that's going to be for tomorrow's thing. They got it all blocked off though, so I'm assuming you got to have some kind of ticket. So it's a little different because if we go all the way across, remember this is the Modelo tailgate zone. They do that on game days. That's on the other side of the Hacienda Bridge. But then the Pregame Fan Fest, that is for tomorrow's college game. So I'll walk down that way. We'll see what else I could see over there. But the other big news, the stadium authority or the Raiders, whoever's the Allegiant Stadium, they announced they are going to do $7.5 million in upgrades to the stadium. So I was reading a lot of comments and a lot of people are like, it's a brand new stadium, what do they got to fix already? So it's not really fixing anything, it's just making stuff better. So I'm gonna pull out, I actually printed a list of, they have a breakdown of everything, but let me see what it says. So it says it's going to be $7,507,197. So the biggest thing they're going to do, the highest ticket price, is gate canopy expansion. That's going to be over $3.5 million. So they got all these canopies in this area over here. If you've ever been out there in a game in August and September, it's hot. So they're going to do $3.5 million worth of canopies to make it, cover more area. And then they also said they are going to have some exterior misting. So the misting system is going to be $1,300,000. So that is a big improvement, something we really need. I was just talking to some people in town they're Patriots fans. Had a good conversation with them, giving them some pointers on tailgating and what to see in the stadium. So they should enjoy the game tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna go walk around, go down closer to this area down here and see what they're putting in down that way. All right, I'm now in Lot A. I'm gonna swing around here to show Lot B. So Lot B, they got the fence all the way around it. It's pretty tall, but there's like a hospitality tent down this way. You got this Corona area. There's a Coca-Cola area, and then a lot of different tents on the north end. And then they have this big stage up this way. They had some music going. I think they're testing that stuff out. So this is all for the 2022 Las Vegas Bowl tomorrow. Florida against Oregon. So if anyone goes to it, let us know how it was. Alright, so we got the game then. Remember, our game against the Patriots was supposed to be the primetime Sunday night game, and we got booted to a 1 o'clock game. So that kind of sucks. But if you didn't know, when I buy my season tickets, I put a few for sale every season just to kind of help pay for the tickets and to pay off the personal seat license. This is my only game I sold, so it kind of sucks. So far I'm not going to be here. There's still a chance I might find some tickets and go anyways, but as of right now I'm going to be on the outside watching this game. First one this season. Kind of sucks, but still trying to figure out if I don't go to the game, I still might come walk around tailgate area and then just deciding where I'll watch the game. I don't want to watch it at home, so I'll probably go somewhere, Raiders bar or something. So might not be at this game. So far I'm not gonna be. All right, I want to show over here. This is the north entry area, but you can see they got these canopies over here. Before they only used to have these ones, the gray ones, and then they put these white temporary ones up at the beginning of this football season, or they might have already been there, but just to try to get some shade for the employees that are checking people through the gates, as well as people waiting in line. So I haven't seen any renderings. I don't know how big these canopies are going to be, you know, for $3.5 million. They must be pretty big, as well as the misting system that's going to be $1.5 million. So I'm just curious to see what it's going to be. So of course, when they do start installing this, I will give updates on that. So if you're not subscribed, you know, subscribe to my channel so you'll get those updates when they happen. All right, I'm in the Ford North Entry area. So getting back to the canopies again. You can see right now how the canopies only cover pretty much the metal detector area. So I'm assuming they're gonna bring them out where you have these, you can see these little fences, temporary fencing. I think it'll come out at least to cover some of that up. All right, so I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna go back to my car, drive around to Lot J area. We're gonna check out the field area, talk about some upgrades they were gonna do back there to the field, and then we'll check out some of the construction across the street by where they're building that supper club and parking deck, as well as the new In-N-Out burger. So we'll head on to the south end of the stadium. All right, I just parked in Lot J, so I'm on the right by the entrance here. But so here's Lot J here. Looks like they're getting ready. They got the porta potty truck there, getting ready for tomorrow and Sunday. So I'm right here along Polaris. This is gate 14 to go to lot J and lot R. Lot R is down the ramp, so you're not getting down there without special pass. But I'm gonna swing around here. They're starting to get some more progress on this parking deck and supper club. So this is pretty much the first thing being built, what they're going to be calling the stadium district over here. So you can see the big crane. They're starting to put up some of them columns there. So by just using my big brains here, it looks like it's going to be a 4-story parking deck, because that elevator core looks like it's going to be 4 stories so far. So I'm not sure, I don't remember for sure, but I thought it was going to be like a 700 spot parking deck, and then the restaurant, and it's going to be like a banquet facility. I guess you could have events here. So coming along. This used to be like a warehouse for Terrible Herbs. So they're the convenience store right next door. Right now it's not too windy, but I don't know if you could see it, but the American flag is not flapping. But on Raiders game days, they actually put giant Raider flags. There's one on each corner. It's pretty cool. And then when UNLV plays, they would also switch them out for that. So that's coming along. I'll go down the In-N-Out Burger. It's kind of blocked where I'm at right now, but I'll move over there so we could check that. And then we'll go look at the field area. I like since I got my regular camera, I got the tripod. I'll hold that up over the fence to try to get some clear views of the field. So we'll check that out, because if you didn't know, when the Raiders play, they're the only ones that get the grass field. So the field does move in and out. The Rebels, UNLV, their football team plays on turf, and I'll guarantee for the 2022 Las Vegas Bowl tomorrow that they will have turf. The only other thing that I heard that actually played on the actual grass field was when they have the soccer. So besides soccer, any other college team that comes here, they're playing on the turf. So with the game getting done probably about 3 o'clock or so tomorrow, then they gotta probably move out the temporary seating and stuff out of the way to move the field back in, the grass. So they're gonna be working pretty hard to get this thing set up then for Sunday's game. All right, let me go check out this In-N-Out Burger, what it's looking like. All right, as I'm walking down Polaris here, just a different view. You can see on this flatbed truck here, they got some big slab. So pretty much, I guess these parking structures are just like a giant puzzle. They precast everything and just put it together. I'm not sure if they're gonna lift that off today, but I'm not gonna be sticking around like I used to for the stadium. But let's see, Marnell looks like is the builder of this. Herbst Polaris. See down there it just says parking garage, but it is going to have some supper club that they were talking about. Alright, I am now on the corner of Polaris and Russell Road. So this is Lot J. If you hear about the Lot J tailgating, this main row along the palm trees here, this is the really busy area. And then the original black hole, they've been setting up in Lot J more towards this, that would be the northeast corner of Lot J. So down this way you can see them moving that porta potty, but in that area there, that's where the old school black hole from Oakland sets up. And then if you want to go to Lot H, That's called the Nightmare Lot. Lot H is on the other side right here. You can see that big video billboard. The White Castle's on there now. Down below that area, that's the Nightmare Lot. That's Lot H. And you can go see Vince. You could just look for the Nightmare. There's a Nightmare flag and Raiders flag he'll be flying. Just tell him Duntov sent you. And if you ever need tickets, he has a, I think it's Las Vegas Raiders tickets. It's on Facebook. Just look for Vince and he can hook you up. All right, so this is the intersection of Russell and Polaris. We zoom in here, we can see the In-N-Out Burger coming soon. And they're hiring. It says starting at $15 an hour. So if you need a job to help pay for your Raiders habit, maybe you get a job there, then you could just walk over to the game. All right, so they're still, you can see it's still just wood. The building's not finished yet, but this is going to be a drive up and walk up only. There's going to be no indoor dining room for this In-N-Out Burger. But from what I heard is they're going to set it up for some pumping out some major hamburgers. It's supposed to be a busy one they're getting ready for. So that's the In-N-Out Burger. If you forget to bring something to tailgating when you come, don't show up empty-handed. You could go get burgers and fries there, and then you could always get your beer and anything you need to drink at both of these terrible herps. And they do get busy, so you know, but tailgaters are very welcoming. Just don't show up empty-handed. At least offer some money or bring some beer or something. So you don't have, if you're coming from out of town, just walk across the street right there. All right, so I'm gonna head on back down. We're gonna go check out the field. I haven't looked at it yet, but when I was walking by right here, it's kind of hard to see, but I don't know how well you could see the green. You get the reflection, so you could see the grass field is still out. So let's head on over there. All right, we're right by the field tray area. So right now, I know it's hard to see through this fence, but the crew is down there. They're painting right now for the Raiders field. So when I get done talking, I'll hold the camera up over the fence, because this is a pretty high fence here. But right now, the one crews are on the sideline. They're painting the sideline, thick white line. It's pretty cool. It looks like they just got two 4x8 sheets, and they just stand on each side, and the one guy's got the sprayer in between. The Raiders shield is not on there yet. I don't see it. It looks like they're painting like the 50-yard line marker in this area. All right, so they have a lot of all this portable seating. That's what's stacked up along the sides of the field. So it's already out here, so that's kind of telling me that those seats aren't going to be installed for this Las Vegas Bowl, because I think it's just going to be too much to go get it all put in and taken out before, you know, Sunday's game. So I never even heard. I don't even know if this bowl game is sold out, so I'm assuming they're just not putting them in. But the grass is looking pretty good right now. It's pretty green. I know they paint a lot of it, but looks good. Last game there was some dry spots, so I think it's good. So that reminds me, let me pull out my trusty sheet again. The sheet that I got all the upgrades. So one thing it's saying they're gonna put down here, it's gonna be a field protection, $258,000. So I'm not positive what that is, but what I'm thinking it is, just the sun out here in the summer is just so hot. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put some kind of, like, you know, sunshade over the grass somehow. I could be wrong on that, but some kind of field protection, $250,000. And then a Ford Scrim. I don't know what a Scrim is, but whatever it is, that's going to be $76,000. So we'll keep an eye out for that and see what some of this updated stuff's going to be. You know, I don't know if they're going to, I'm assuming they'll have it all done before the start of next season, so by August sometime. So keep an eye out for that. Alright, that was some footage. I was holding the camera up over the fence. You could see how they're painting the sidelines and then painting some of the marker, I mean not the marker, the yard lines. So, pretty cool. There's a lot of pigeons down there in this Raider area. You should have been able to see that on some of the fence one, but so you can see right now they have it's kind of real like a light gray, so they will, you know, paint that black inside there, as well as Las Vegas on the other side. And then of course they still have to put the shield in there. Usually they have like a template. I saw them do it before. They put a template down on the 50-yard line and they could put like the outline of the shield and then they'll, you know, fill it in. So it's coming along. Alright, then one other thing, I'm sure I mentioned it in old videos, but if you're ever here on non-event days and you want to come check out the stadium, just walk around like I do. You know, if you have a car, you can park. So in the front by the Raider image, that's the Ford North entry. You could park right across the street in lot C. That lot is usually always open. And then just walk across the street. And then if you want to come by this field tray area, instead of walking around, you could just park in lot J. They usually have this open also. So just pull in here by this gate 14 off of Polaris. And then just pull in, and then up here to the right, you could see they got these big orange cone things. You just turn it right there. If the lot's closed, they got the swinging arms that will close it. So you wouldn't be able to get in anyway. So if it's open, you're more than welcome to park there. That's all I do. And then walk around and check out the stadium and the Raider image store. All right, Raider Nation. If you like the video, please subscribe to keep getting updates on the stadium as well as Raider related stuff as well, and the games. I usually show, like when my son and I go to the games, just what we were doing. I can't show the actual game because that's all, you know, owned by the NFL, but I'll show us going around the tailgate and some of the highlights inside. All right, Raider Nation, thanks for watching, and we'll talk with you guys next time.